What? How'd you like that?
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yeah? Ready?
For Mandalore!
Yes?
How'd you like that? You out! Ready? Die! Ready?
Yes? What?
Yeah? Yeah? You asked for this!
This is what I knew.
You asked for this!
Carth, you fought in the Mandalorian Wars, didn't you? We may have faced each other in combat. What battles were you in?
I try not to think about my past battles too much. The horrors of war are something I'd rather not relive.
The horrors of war? My people know only the glory of battle. I'm disappointed in you, Carth. I thought a warrior like you would understand.
I'm not a warrior, I'm a soldier. There's a difference. Warriors attack and conquer, they prey on the weak. Soldiers defend and protect the innocent. Mostly from warriors.
Nice speech. I bet you tell yourself that every night so you can sleep. But I accept who and what I am. I don't have to justify it with words. Victory in battle is my justification.
Justification through victory. So what happens when you lose? You know, like you did against us.
You had us outnumbered 5-1. You had more ships, more troops, more supplies, and the Jedi on your side. And we still made the Republic tremble before we fell.
Nice speech. I bet you tell yourself that every night so you can sleep. I don't want to talk about this anymore, Canderous. The war is over. You lost.
Thank you for saving me, Master Jedi. I am C-842, a personal assistant droid. That was not that bad, compared to what I had to endure back at my owner's. That would be one way of putting it. I'm afraid my owner became a bit too attached to me. Obsessed, even. She tried to treat me as her dead husband. It was not healthy for her. She is obsessed. She rarely sees other people, and appears to be fixated on me as her husband. She was becoming more and more insular. I thought it best that I leave. She may meet other real people this way. In fact, that was the reason I came here and sought out those Kath Hounds. I think it would be best if I were no longer a factor. She would meet new people, living people. Please, will you destroy me? But why? You're right. How could I be so selfish? I must not think only of myself, but of how it affects her. She must be frantic, and if she lost me, she'd be devastated. I must return then. It is my duty.
What?
What?
What? You asked for this!
What?
Sure.
How'd you like that?
What?
Ready?
Yes?
What?
What?
Like that.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
How'd you like that? What?
Here! Yes. That hurt, I bet.
What?
Yes?
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate? My orders are clear. Please leave immediately. Only those on official family business are permitted on the family's land.
Yeah? Down you go! Yeah?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Achuta, unga kun bistulpi kikuyana, dong patugas baktelia. Unga diho donga kun hankadu, wana kun bez ching palamule, tungking ba munotek, tugning chatukunde, muleraves. Muchashat bakhan, kieno no namapaule rachiku. Ta kunjus takniki grabulmogo, kachichu ita bodunga, tolbabang, wale oganda naru chuchut. Molisha punka, mola wana chite. Amule slimo, podadara naka kumbis, mule rabes, jedu badowana nidi bobo. Tong na bunsha nunya, tong patukashmak talea. Tunga diho tunga kun hankadu. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tungking ba nunotek, tugning chatukunne, mule rabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga, iking kuno ba mule rachikun. Slimo podona, rundi hodonga kun hunkabe. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa, nita poe tikito, dolpa da bonkwalea gandonan chuchut. Kachichu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dupobo. Onga kumbis jang ba mulira. Unga diho tonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotak. Tukning chatukunne mulirabes. Ka chikun ita donga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona diho dunga ku hunkabe. Runda diho donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotak. Tukning chatukunne mulirabes. Ka chikun ita donga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona diho dunga ku hunkabe. Runda diho donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotak. Tukning chatukunne mulirabes. Ka chikun ita donga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona diho dunga ku hunkabe. Runda diho donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotak. Tukning chatukunne mulirabes. Muchashat pakat. Chiyeno no namapaole rachikun. Akupa chekopa. Gino mulira kenpaija. Slimo poduama. Runda diho donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotak. Tukning chatukunne mulirabes.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Hound and Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day. How can I be of further assistance? Well, actually, I didn't see anything. I was over across the bridge. I heard a shot and came over. I can tell you I was sure surprised to see Calder's body lying there. I just got here when I saw Rickard coming out of the rocks holding his blaster. I was terrified. I had no idea what he was going to do, so I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave. Master Baluk came out here with his droid and started questioning us. I think he really doesn't understand what's going on. I hope that you'll be able to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon. I have things I have to do. How can I be of further assistance? I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there. Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in? So, what do you want to know? Well, I was out hunting Iriaz south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Iriaz in sight, and I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Bullock's got that now. Mine, too. I want that back. So, what do you want to know? I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Iriaz. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those Kath Hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, pow, went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now? So, what do you want to know? Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Right.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Bullock has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Carth and Canderous, Ricard Lusov, and Handon Gold. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Nettic. Is there any information you require? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriaz are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Kath Hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by Kath Hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Kupa Kupa Gino Mulira Kimpaija Slimu Podwama Runda di Hotonga kun Honkabi Wana kun bez ching palamule Tonking ba nunotek Tokning chatukune Mulerabes Takunjus Takmiki Grabelmogo Kachichu ita bodunga Tolbabank Wale Oganda Naru Chuchut. Mogesha Ponka Bolawana Chikne. Wamule Slimo Podadara Nanga Kumbis Mule Rabes. Jedubadawana Nidibobo. Tong Nabungsha Nununya. Tong Patukashmak Telea. Tong Haitwam Jiji Lumpa. Nita Poe Tikito. Dolpa da Bonkwaleo Gandona Chuchut. Kachi Chu Ita Dundonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis ba mulira. Muchashat pakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun. Akupa chekupa. Gino mulira kempaija. Kislimu podwama. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis ba mulira. Ta kunjus tak miki grabulmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. 돌바방k, wale o ganda naru chuchut. Mule siya pongka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadara nanga kumbis, mule rabes.
Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mule ra chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Mucho shak pakat. Kiye no nama paole rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. So, what do you want to know? You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? How can I be of further assistance? Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past 7 weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know? Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
Hakupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimapoduama?
Runda diho donga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita donga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda diho donga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes.
Akupa Chekupa? Gino Mulera Kenpaija, Slimo Poduama? Takunjus Takmiki Grabulmogo, Kachichu Ita Bodunga, Tolbabank, Waleo Ganda Naru Chuchut, Mogisha Ponka, Bolawana Chikne, Bamule Slimo Podadara Nanga Kumbis, Mulerabes.
Ka chikun ita donga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Muchashak Pakhat. Kieno no Namapaole Rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. I hope you don't find that incriminating. Normally, I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Medic, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife. Right under my nose, no less.
Well, if you can't keep her, it's your own fault.
But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous Kath Hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Akupa Chekupa? Gino Mulera Kenpaija, Slimo Poduama? Akupa Chekupa? Gino Mulera Kenpaija, Slimo Poduama?
Runda diho donga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita donga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Svimo podo na rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Muchashat pakat. Kiye no namapaole rachikum.
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Hakupa chekopa? Gino mulera kenpaija, kislimu poduama?
Tong abom sha umninang wanga kumbis keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana.
Kapavolpa mulji kumana?
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes.
Hakupa chekopa? Gino mulera kenpaija, kislimu poduama?
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jedabadawana nidibobo. Tong nabungsha ninunya. Tong patukashmak talea. Ta kunjus tahmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka bolawana chikne. Vamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes.
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mule rabes. Tong abom sha umninang wanga kumbis keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana.
Kapavolpa mulji kumana? Ta kunjus tahmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka bolawana chikne. Vamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes.
Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Svimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes.
Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis chang ba mulera.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
Ta kunjus tahmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka bolawana chikne. Vamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes.
Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Svimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis chang ba mulera.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Achuta. Onga kumbis dolpi kikuyana. Tong patugas maktelea.